What if you dey mad? You touch me. You know the see road.
Look yourself, dirty woman.
Next time, shine your eye well. What if be this?
Nobody knew the old woman was not ordinary. The day Ada slapped her was the day her life changed forever. In the quiet village of Umuaka, there lived a very beautiful young woman named Adaize, but everyone called her Ada. Ada was tall, light-skinned, and very proud. She believed she was better than everyone in the village. She used to say, "No girl in this village is as beautiful as me." Many young men wanted to marry her, but Ada refused all of them. "I cannot marry poor farmers," she would say, laughing. Even the elders did not like her attitude. Her mother, Mama Ngozi, always warned her, "My daughter, pride brings downfall. Respect everyone, especially the elderly." But Ada would just hiss and walk away. She did not listen. One hot afternoon, Ada was walking to the market. She wore a bright green Ankara wrapper and beads around her waist. People turned to look at her as she walked proudly. On the narrow village road, she met an old woman. Mama Nkem looked weak and tired. Her clothes were old and she carried a small basket. As she walked slowly, she accidentally touched Ada's arm. Ada quickly stepped back in anger. "Watch where you are going, old woman," Ada shouted. Mama Nkem looked at her calmly. "My daughter, I am sorry. It was not intentional." But Ada was already angry. "Don't call me your daughter. Look at how dirty you are." Some women nearby began to watch. Mama Nkem tried to speak again softly. "Please forgive me." But Ada, filled with pride and anger, slapped her. Bah! The sound echoed on the road. Everyone froze. The old woman did not fall. She just stood still and looked at Ada. Her eyes changed. They became deep and strange. Mama Nkem slowly straightened her body. Her weak voice became strong. "You slapped me because you think you are better than others?" The air became quiet. Even the birds stopped chirping. Ada felt a small fear in her heart, but she tried to act strong. "Yes, and I will do it again if you touch me." Mama Nkem nodded slowly. "From today, your beauty will become your greatest shame." The wind suddenly blew. Dust rose from the ground. People began to whisper in fear. "Who is this woman?" Mama Nkem turned and walked away slowly. Ada laughed loudly. "Old woman is mad." She continued her journey to the market, but something had already changed. That evening, Ada returned home. She sat in front of the mirror, smiling at herself. "I am the most beautiful girl in this village." Suddenly, her skin began to itch. At first, she ignored it. Then it became worse. She scratched her arms. Small white spots appeared. Then more. "Mama! Mama!" she screamed. Mama Ngozi rushed inside. When she saw Ada, she screamed. Ada's beautiful smooth skin had turned into something terrible. Her body was covered with strange white and dark patches. Her face changed. Her beauty disappeared. Ada cried loudly. "What is happening to me?" Mama Ngozi held her head and cried. "You have offended someone. What did you do?" Ada remembered. The slap, the old woman. Fear entered her heart. The next morning, news spread across the village. People came to see Ada. Some whispered, some laughed, some were afraid. "Is this not the proud girl? See what pride has done to her." Children ran away from her. Young men avoided her. No one wanted to come close. Ada stopped going outside. She cried every day. "Mama, I want my beauty back." Mama Ngozi said, "You must find that old woman and beg her." Ada covered her body with cloth and left the house. She walked through the village, through the market, through the farms. She asked everyone, "Please, have you seen Mama Nkem?" Some people shook their heads. Some refused to answer. Days passed. Ada became weak, hungry, tired, but she did not stop. Finally, an old man pointed towards the bush. "I saw her going there." Ada entered the bush. The place was quiet, strange. Suddenly, she saw a small hut. She walked closer slowly. Then she saw her, Mama Nkem, sitting quietly. Ada fell to her knees immediately. "Please forgive me. I am sorry. I did not know." Tears poured from her eyes. "I have suffered. Please have mercy on me." Mama Nkem looked at her, silent. Then she spoke. "Now you know pain." Ada nodded, crying. "Yes, I know now." "Will you ever insult anyone again?" "No, never." "Will you respect the poor and the old?" "Yes, I promise." Mama Nkem stood up slowly. She walked close to Ada. She touched her head. A soft wind blew. Light surrounded them. Ada felt something leave her body. She looked at her hands. Her skin was returning to normal. Her face became beautiful again. She touched her face in shock. "Thank you, thank you." But Mama Nkem raised her hand. "Listen carefully. Beauty without humility is dangerous. If you return to your old ways, worse will happen." Ada nodded quickly. "I have changed. I will never be proud again." Mama Nkem smiled slightly. Then she disappeared. Ada returned to the village. People were shocked. "Is this not Ada?" But this time she was different. She greeted everyone. She helped the poor. She respected the elders. She spoke gently. Even the children loved her now. One day, Mama Ngozi smiled and said, "Now you are truly beautiful." Ada smiled softly, because now her heart was beautiful too. Ending moral. Pride can destroy you in one moment, but humility can restore everything.